Hello, 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 and welcome to Black Joy, Black Healing, Black Comedy. I am your host, Brandon with an I, aka Filtered Food, and I just want to thank y'all for coming. So we got a good show tonight. We're gonna do a little bit something different. We're gonna bring y'all some improv, but before that, I brought a few of my friends to the internet so we can talk about something a little serious, healing. We might cry, we might laugh, but listen, we're gonna have a good time because we just friends kicking it and chatting. For those of you who know me from the internet, I have to let you know one thing. I am not doing a nutrition demo today. I am don't have any vegetables. We're really talking about mental, spiritual, emotional healing, not the kind from the earth that I like to talk about. But without further ado, y'all can hear me riff all night about vegetables, but let me bring out my friends who are going to help me talk about healing so we can give our improvisers something to talk about. Come on, friends. Come on out here.
Hey.
Hey,
Just,
absolutely.
just in case y'all needed some encouragement.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for being here. I so appreciate having you. Usually, when you bring somebody on for a panel, you have like a long, drawn out bio. But for this thing we're doing here, I want the people to get to know you from you. And so I asked y'all to think about three adjectives or labels that you usually go to explain yourself. Throw those out the window. I want you to take about 30 seconds to tell me about yourself, how you show up as a healer to the world, and don't use those words. So give you some time to think about that. I'll ramble a little bit about myself without using anything that has to do with nutrition or health and say that I am uh, I won't say native. I am an indigenous Detroiter now living in Baltimore City, bringing people consciousness in the kitchen, transforming relationships with food, and doing weird stuff and funny stuff with my friends on the improv stage. That's me, Brandon, with an I. Anybody else want to introduce themselves?
Sure, I'll give it a shot. My name's Ty Malik. I go by they, them, and he, him. I connect people to themselves, to them, and to their communities via art, usually art making, art performing, art teaching. I heal via I lead the way, right? Like I open myself up first, and others tend to latch onto that vulnerability. And I believe that liberation is a practice. And so I practice liberation through healing, through recovery, and joy and pleasure seeking.
Thank you, Tom Malik. Yes, you ready. Anybody else?
So I'm Ja'ala A. I go by Jolly. And I would say I am an advocate. I am a native Baltimorean. And I'm also a guide, so I help people, just find their voice or, their narrative and challenge it, accept it, reshape it, whatever you want to do. I believe people are their own best experts in navigating their lives. And so I help them find the pathway forward.
Yes, yes. Come on, guide.
Yeah. And I'm Ashanti Sakina Ford. I say my whole name because I'm very happy my parents gave it to me. She, her, hers. I'm a performer, and I'm recently on my journey of coaching people, coaching artists and actors through wellness. And just this past year, finding alignment in with being an artist and paying attention to our wellness and, not having our art be the thing that kills us, basically, because some people will go super hard at it. And I just want actors, especially Black actors, to take the time to realize your wellness comes first. That job don't matter as much as you think it does. Yeah.
Yes, and everything, all of y'all said definitely speaks to my spirit, and that's why we're here today. I appreciate all of y'all. Thank you, thank you. So I brought y'all here today after hearing a beautiful message from the ethers, aka one of my great improv coaches said, "Find your people." And I looked down at my alphabet soup, and y'all names showed up. No lie, for real. No, but I really wanted to bring some humanization to the healer. A lot of times, if you're showing up in this wellness space as a coach, as a mentor, as a healer for somebody else, you kind of get put on this pedestal that you're perfect, you're at the destination, you made it. And so, using this platform today, I wanted to talk a little bit about our journey and get people to see that is not just a destination. It is in fact a process that you have to work at. And so I'm going to ask y'all some questions, so let's get into it. So the first question I want to ask y'all, because when I think about healing, I think about not necessarily the physical healing from injury or illness, but also thinking about our mental space, our spiritual healing, emotional healing, the thing that we don't really talk about. I see that part as a job, something that you really have to work actively to move through. And I know we're talking about self-care, right? Like self-care is really important, and we mention it, but we don't always talk about the healing aspect. We talk about the rest aspect. And so the question that I want to ask you guys has to do with those wounds or those things that we can't really see. So if I fell down, I skinned my knee, I know that's something that I could see. But sometimes we have wounds that we can't see. I go wash my hands, I got a little soap, it burns. I got a paper cut I didn't know about. Like sometimes there's something there that we may not be able to see, but it's still impacting us. So I want to know, how do y'all as healers, how do you talk about healing when survival is kind of the name of the game? Like you can't that little cut that burns, you just got to wash your hands and go, dry it off and go. How do you talk about healing to people when survival is the mentality?
I would say when I coach people, I really try to offer them just the space. I say your time with me is your time for yourself, and I really just try to offer people the space to dig deeper, because when they're not with me, they are going about their life and doing their thing and trying to go on to the next thing. So when they're with me, that's really their time to just go deep and settle back and get vulnerable. From what I think you're asking, I'm so sorry, can you say it? Pregnancy brain, can you say it again?
Yeah, no, I said a whole bunch of stuff, but the question is, survival is kind of the mentality, right? Like we don't really have time to pause and think about, like, how do I deal with all the things that might be impacting me? I got to survive. I got to get by. I got to pay my bills. I got to do my job. I got to do whatever life calls for in that survival mode. How do you talk about healing when survival is that norm?
It's just pointing it out in the first place. You're wounded here. I heard you say this in our last session, and we kind of just talked over it, but you bringing it up again. Let's take time to pause and talk. Let's talk about this thing that you're bringing up, that you just, with my clients personally, the thing that you're making it, seem like it's not a thing. Let's just have the space for it right now.
Yeah. So getting people to pause and see some things that they may be stepping over as something that might be impacting them, right? Like, because it may not be something that hurts. It may not be something that's like, it's leaking. It's an open wound. It might just be something that you as an outsider could see and get them to stop to see.
I find just kind of asking that open-ended question, like, what brings you here? What are your goals? What would you like to see? As a result of this process, people just really start to explore and talk and share their stories, and they'll identify what is problematic for them, right? Or like patterns that they do, things they want to change, right? And so, just once they identify, we get on that same, we find a common language of identifying what the problem or the challenge is, then we can kind of map out a pathway forward from there. but I really like to get people's perspective, because something that I might perceive as a rub or, not appropriate for me might be totally culturally and socially appropriate for you in your situation, right? So,
So letting it come from the person.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Ty. I see you unmuted.
Yeah, I was thinking about what you're saying about survival. I think it just depends on where people are sometimes, like sometimes people survival is immediate because it's urgent and that's all we can deal with, and that's okay. And I think that if people are at the point where they can widen their circle of mindfulness past that, then it's really just like connecting. We're like patterns and behaviors, and a lot of times we don't realize it until it's like a big thing, right? Like until what we call in recovery, like acting out in some big way, and then you're like, oh, this is a problem. But the problem never starts when it's big, right? It's always just like this pattern is recurring to you, and showing just kind of like pointing out and kind of showing like how this behavior is part of a bigger pattern can help we look at the whole thing, and not just like because a lot of people when they enter any type of healing, they usually want to stop a big thing, right? Like they usually want to stop. For instance, like one of the people that I'm working with right now, it's just like I just want to like stop using drugs, right? Like I can stop all these things with this particular thing, and it's not it's not about the drug, obviously. Like the drug is like just this coping thing, and so we in the immediate, it's like yes, let's stop that. But like once that physical withdrawal is done, then it's like now we have to like start working on the things that like really bring you into the rooms. So it's kind of like sometimes it's scaffolded, but then once you really are engaged in healing, you kind of see the connection between everything.
Yeah. I'm glad I asked y'all that because it really offers some insight into how y'all show up as healers. So I know I had y'all introduce yourself, but I could see each case, like how you put yourself to the side and show up for these folks that y'all working with. So first of all, thank you. But also, I want to ask y'all and just kind of get a glimpse into your world and really expose this journey. So think about a time where you may have stepped into a situation that you thought you were good in. So maybe you stuck your hands in the faucet and you put some soap on them and you got burned, but you thought that wound was closed, but it actually wasn't. Does anybody have any thing that they can share, or a situation that you can share where you try to jump back in and you're healing self, still healing self, said, nah, we're not ready?
Yeah, for me, it's dating. Like that's the thing. I think I used to not take a lot of space between relationships because of my like fears around being alone and fears around abandonment and stuff like that. And before I engaged in like any type of healing or any type of therapy recovery, it made sense, right? Like I was just like this because it's fixing again my immediate problem, and that's the only amount of bandwidth I had at that time, because I had no capacity to go beyond my fear, right? And so if anything was satisfying my fear, it felt like the solution. So if like I was afraid of being alone and I would start dating someone, then to me the solution was there. But once you start really dealing and digging into those things, then it's no longer love, because I no longer see it as a solution, but like this is just going to be a recurrence of this behavior, right? And I'm not ready for that because I have not healed the thing that has me pinballing between relationships. And so I think that's always one of the ways that I kind of can check in with myself about where I'm at in journeys in general, is like how I am handling my intimate relationships, and in particular like romantic relationships. But definitely because I think I've taken like a very long time off between breaking up with my last partner and now. And yeah, it's just like, because I'm just like, I need to finish the work that I kept starting. And so anytime I feel like I'm like, I don't know, it's getting kind of hot outside, maybe I'll do it. And then, my inner healer is like, nah, man, come on back in the house, fam. Sit back down. Let's get this work finished. So that's how that shows up for me.
Appreciate your time.
I can definitely relate to that. I really appreciate how we're speaking of healing and health in the active sense, right? Like an ongoing ing, right? It's a process continuously, you know. And so for me, I think that as a healer, it's important for me to be engaged in my own healing process constantly. You know, I need that balance, that fact checking, that emotional mirror, if you will, to kind of reflect to me, you know, what I'm projecting or bringing into the room in my relationships, friendships, and my, you know, workspaces and all the spaces where I am. And so to piggyback or to veggie back off of what Ty is saying, you know, relationship trauma is real. Like I've been through some things, you know, we all have. And so for me to be able to do what I do and not allow that to shade and overshadow my work or even just my being, it takes a process of me to be in this state of constant learning, curiosity, healing, and helping. So that's what that looks like for me.
I'm gonna have you repeat the question again.
Actually, I'm gonna throw it because I know we got to do this in like a really crunch time. I know we're getting good. So I'm gonna switch directions really quickly and ask. So maybe you might want to start off. Talk about us as artists, right? Because I know that we are all into whether acting, improv, or some sort of creating. And I know personally, I've just got to a point where I could create freely as myself, which took a lot of healing work within itself. So I'm wondering for y'all, how has your art surprised you?
Oh, so I grew up with parents who are artists. My dad's a rapper, my mom's like a spoken word poet. I tried for the longest to like defy that, like I'm gonna do sports, I'm gonna not be like them, but the truth is I'm an artist at heart. When I went to college, you know, being trained in a white institution, I feel like a lot of what I could bring authentically was stripped, so that I could fit a mold. And when I graduated and was able to just like really be by my family and get connected to who I was again after being 3 years, you know, not with them, I've been finding that my story is so powerful, just my own, you know, my own story, and being authentic to myself and true to myself. I just have like this vision because I really want to see like my specific Blackness put on stage. And I'm talking about like country ghetto people from the South who moved up north and maintained like all their countryness, you know, like I really want to see that on stage and see that written on pages. And so when I've been given opportunities to write or to do my own thing and not have to audition for someone else's show or be in someone else's show, when I've been given the opportunity to write from my own experience and my own thing and been given like the praise of like, oh my God, this needs to be a thing, it reminds me like, oh yeah, my story is powerful and needs to be told, because it'll allow others to defy what's the status quo has been, if that makes sense. So that's how I've been surprised. Just like, oh yeah, I'm enough. I don't gotta fit someone else's mold.
That's that. Can we put that on a t-shirt? Anybody else got some surprising art stories?
Well, I'm a former rapper. So I'm just really into like the storytelling aspect. You know, what is the story? You know, what is your what's the narrative here? And so it's surprising the way it shows up for me now, you know, as a professional, you know, treating and working with, adolescents and young adults who, really connect with music and the arts, and who are connected to music and the arts, and how, even visually, this expression shows up, and it can lead to healing. It can be a part of the process. So I'm really surprised by that. Not really, but it's kind of breathtaking to see it all come together.
Yeah, I'm a veggie back off of that. I've the feeling of the sense of integration that I've experienced in the last year has been really kind of delightful. I kind of lived in like this part of my life for a long time, and being able to just live in a fully integrated space, that feels amazing. And there's like a divine power that happens when you are like living integrated and living aligned, that I would like hear about and not really understand, not connect myself to it. But like now that I am like connected to that is I'm amazed. Like I really am. Sometimes the opportunities to make and facilitate art that are presented to me are beyond like even what I thought who I was as an artist. And that only comes because there is no there's like no separations, no blocks anymore. And it's just like, I live fully integrated, and it's such a great filter now because now I only do what serves my purpose, and like being able to like be very brave in that, even though that took a lot of loss to get to. But I'm just amazed at the person and the artist that I was today versus 12 months ago is like a very evolved human, and I'm just incredibly grateful for that.
So many gems. I want to ask y'all 13 more questions, but I'm just going to say this. I want y'all to fill in the blank. My art is go.
Life.
Mm-hmm.
My art is joy.
My art is defiant.
Ooh, I love that word. My art is defiant. Come on, defiant art.
And I'm going to sneak mine is my art is my art is selfish.
Good. Good.
Let's jump. So I want to get into the improv set, but before we do that, I'm going to get a little bit more just kind of random fodder from y'all. So we're going to do a this or that, which means you have to hold up a fist. So fist is this. You can do two if you want. That is a palm. This or that.
Okay.
All right. This or that.
This, that. Okay.
This.
Okay.
Okay.
This.
Ooh, I like that. This is a fist.
This.
Okay.
That.
Are we doing it? Are we doing it?
No, I
Oh, because we are.
Double that.
I haven't done it yet, but I'll do it. Okay. It's been a while. All right. This.
All right, y'all. Chocolate or vanilla?
This, right? Is this chocolate or that?
This is chocolate.
Oh,
the flavor, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or your kink, I don't know, left or right?
What?
Left or right?
How are we gonna know which one's left and which one's right?
It's not even for you.
Is this or that, Blue? That's why you're not.
It's two options and they occur in the same order.
Oh,
Black or African American? Stairs or elevator? Face rag or washcloth?
Wait, yeah.
Okay.
Face rag or washcloth? What you call it?
Still not for you, Blue.
Collards or kale?
Collards, right?
This or that?
Nope. Listen, this is difficult.
This? That?
Okay, but I thought it would be like this or that, but then you did other words. I was listening for this or that. Continue.
Button up or button down? Dressing or stuffing? How you upset?
Neither.
Okay, last one. Damp or moist?
What'd you say?
Just
Damp
because
or
I know
moist?
people hate the word.
Oh, stamped or moist?
Oh, damp.
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 Damp?
With a D.
Oh.
I'm curious what stamped or moist would be. Like, what does that mean?
Like
I
you
mean,
moistened a stamp.
but then, okay. All right. I haven't moistened my own stamp in because they peel off now.
Oh, yeah.
But envelopes, you still have to,
You still, you got it more.
Yeah, I did.
Damp.
My grandma has a sponge because that's the only time I mail things is when I'm over her house. Because I'm like,
a good snail mail, a handwritten letter. Okay, anyway.
She
right.
gets it.
Y'all, we gotta, I thank y'all so much. I just had to distract y'all, hit a hard left from that seriousness. So we can end on a light note. I thank y'all for being vulnerable, for being real, and for bringing us some Black healing talk. So I'm gonna send y'all away so we can then bring out our improvisers, but don't go too far. They just going around the corner, y'all. They just going around the corner.
Oh, my bad.
So thank those healers so much. I'm gonna bring out my homies, the Baltimore players, who are coming out to do some improv off this Blackness that y'all just saw. Come on out, y'all.
Try to stop me, it's gonna be some dreadhead niggas in your lobby. You want no problem with me.
Hey!
So they're gonna do some improv really quickly. I'm gonna hop off the screen so they can get the show.
Did he just abandon us? Like, what just happened?
That's what I said too. What's up?
Abandoned.
Look, I know that you're really worried about me, and that I've been going through a hard time and everything, but I want you to know that I've swallowed a couple of Band-Aids and I'm fine. It'll just work its way down. I appreciate you guys coming over and trying to like lift my spirits and stuff, but like I swallowed a few Band-Aids. It'll work its way to the places it needs to go. I'm cool.
Interesting.
Okay, I don't want to project, my own thing onto you, but you just ended a 7-year relationship. And yesterday you called us, you were crying, you were hysterical. And so you mean to tell me that you swallowed Band-Aids and it's going to work itself out? Yeah.
I mean, yesterday I was really upset and I thought, what do I do when I, get hurt outside? I scrape my knee, I go get a Band-Aid. Well, I didn't have any Band-Aids, so I went to CVS after I called you guys and I got some Band-Aids. And just took them and, it was hard getting them down. Like, it was really hard getting them down, but put them in some cream cheese like you do with your dog and pills, and it'll all work its way out.
Here's the crazy thing, though. I came over with gloves and Vaseline to help extract them.
Yeah.
But this is,
I appreciate that too.
You know what, Lon? This is better than what she did the last time. Remember when Kim swallowed all of the cotton balls because she wanted to like absorb all of her feelings and act like it never happened? Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. And Tashika, I'm sorry. I feel like you're enabling this behavior. This is not rational. Right? It wasn't rational when she swallowed the cotton swabs, but you got gloves and lubrication to help her extract the Band-Aids that she swallowed.
Tag out Lon and Tashika.
I'm a friend.
Okay, Kimberly, if you could just turn around for me.
Yep, been here.
So you said, and you can answer this while I'm doing my work.
Sure.
You say that you swallowed the needle and thread when?
About 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
It probably hasn't had time to make its way down,
Yeah, learned that. It takes about 6 hours to get down. Per before, my suggestion when you do this to try and sew up your feelings, perhaps you have to put the thread through it before you swallow it.
Tag out Blue, bring back Lon.
Just saying.
Yes, so I let her use my insurance so she could pay for that procedure. That's what a good
Tashika's a friend. She's a friend.
I'm the friend. I'm a friend too, and I'm worried about both of you. This isn't okay. I mean, if you're going through something, you kind of need to talk it out. You need to feel those feelings. You can't just swallow needles and thread and cotton. And
tag out Tashika and Lon. I don't. You say, what about talk therapy? I don't provide that. They don't pay me to talk. So.
Oh, okay. So I talk. I talk.
Well, I prefer you didn't. Prefer.
Well,
cotton balls, you have to lock them up when you come around because of past history. So let me put some in my ear.
I was wondering where they went actually. Yeah. Look. I'm here to try a different thing. Mm-hmm. I noticed that you have a very nice bathroom. It's got lots of moss on it. I just took some and ate it. Try to soak it up, before I go.
Not real. It's not real moss. It's not real moss. It's plastic.
Tag out blue.
Damn.
You're gonna die.
Kim, you're out. You're out. You've identified yourself, and it's a new side of you. And it's June, but I think it's ridiculous that you went and swallowed the rainbow flag as a part of swallowing your pride. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
See.
Down in the valley where the girls also healing. Welcome to P Valley Perspective. How can I help you today?
Well, first, I do enjoy your dance is actually kind of distracting. You're really good at that. You were very good. Can you just hold still for just 1 second?
Of course.
I'm sorry. I'm new here in town. What exactly do you do here?
Okay, so this place used to be a strip club, but now we offer some healing. So you can come in here and you can get a little dance.
Oh.
And I can help you, talk through some trauma.
Oh, okay. Well, I am in the market for therapy. If I feel like that's what you're getting at. So should I sit anywhere?
Yeah, just have a little seat.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
I'll just this couch is we really sink into this.
Tag out Rob.
How you doing today?
Hey, I'm here for that mindfulness.
Yes. So tell me what's been going on. Like tell me about your life. What brings you to P Valley?
Well, it's just like I don't know. I can't get along with none of the people in my life, and it's them, right? It got to be them.
Yeah, let me pause for a moment because I want to get real deep with you.
Okay.
It's definitely got to be them, right? Do they treat you with respect?
No, I don't think that because I feel like if you respect me, you would just do everything I wanted you to do, because that's what respect looks like to me.
Come on, I feel like bounce on that.
You respect the hell out of me, like if people respected me, like I'll be cool with it. I'll be mad cool.
That's why everybody needs to come to P Valley, because not only do you get a dance, but you get some real healing.
Tag out Ty. So
not the $1.
So yeah, growing up was kind of hard. I was a bit different from all the other kids. I just I just had different likenesses and different heroes. I always kind of like, when everybody was rooting for Luke Skywalker, I was rooting for Darth Vader. I feel like he had some really good points. Hold on. This is a 5. You know what? I don't need change. Yeah, could you?
You
Wait, hold
know,
on.
okay, I just want to. Darth Vader is such a, he's giving me, bad guy vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
like, do you feel like you connect more with the guy that's not the hero? Ow, 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 ow.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
No, Rob.
Sometimes
I got Rob bring in Alicia. Hey, can you tell her I'm healed, babe? I told you I went to the lady. All right, you thought I wasn't getting help for myself. Go ahead. Can you tell her what you told me about it not being my fault?
Listen, like all he needs is respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you could just offer some more respect, then the relationship would not be toxic anymore. Ow, ow, ow,
First off, you are so funny because when I was here yesterday and you were giving me a dance, you weren't saying all that.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to ask you to back up. I'm going to ask you to back up. All right, you keep referring to me as dad, but I'm on the job, so I just need you to back up. All right. Thank you. Now, what? State your business. What do you want here today? I'm busy. I'm trying to guard this bank.
Can I lean forward when?
No, ma'am. I'm going to ask you to stay where you are. I'm going to ask you to stay where you are.
Yeah.
Look, the bottom line is you can't keep calling me dad while I'm working. I'm not fully integrated with all of
You're literally it's not even like I found you on Ancestry.com. I grew up with you. Like, you're my dad.
Yeah, ma'am. The hand movements is making me nervous personally. Hands to your side.
I learned it from you. I learned that from Remember?
Okay. All right. Just relax. Hands to your side. What is it that you need from me right now, ma'am?
I need money for my class trip.
All right. I'm working. And so I can't access that part of my life right now.
You're literally for the bank, Dad. Like, I just need $12.
Hands.
Oh, Mom, you're gonna be in so much trouble. You're gonna be in so much trouble when Mama finds out.
Hey, baby, I just wanted to come and bring you some lunch. I made some delicious.
Whoa. Ma'am, step away from that bag and kick it over towards me, please.
Oh, but you holding a gun to me?
Yeah.
Why? We've been married for 23 goddamn years.
I'm on the clock right now, man. I want you to respect that. Now kick that lunch bag to me, and please, is it peanut butter and jelly today or a different type of salad?
Oh, I made chicken Caesar salad.
Oh, hell no.
Thing. Hey girl, you a bad bitch, okay? You don't snitch, okay? Yes, that's how I talk to my twin, girl. You are the bomb. You know that?
Girl, this is why I needed this brunch. I needed this brunch to fill me up with and tell me all the things I need to hear so I can go back out into the world and slay the day.
Ooh, your hair is what? Banging.
Hey.
I mean, your smile, it lights up the room. I mean, even though that time you had cheated with my boyfriend, it's okay, but you are still the bomb.
You still upset about that?
No, I released that into the atmosphere, okay? Okay? Because you sing like a bird on a sunny day.
Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, you make somebody feel good. That is why I love. You're my sister.
I know, that's why we
you're my sister. Yes.
Even though you stood up and sang in church and took my solo, but it was fine. I mean, I had only been practicing for a month, but you just snatched the mic. What?
Pam.
Pam.
those things happened when we were in kindergarten. I did steal your boyfriend. I did, but again, he gave me that special crayon, with the unicorn toppy. You remember the toppers, you know what I mean? And I did take your church solo, happy day. I did. We were in kindergarten.
And you just gonna sing it again?
Pam, this is our 65th birthday.
I know. We look good for 65.
We look good. We look good.
We look damn good.
We look good. We've overcome so many things, Pam. I need to know as I'm going into my twilight years that you can forgive me.
I forgive you. I forgive you.
Oh my goodness, my whole chest. My whole chest feels better.
Tag out Alicia. And welcome to P Valley. Some healing, some getting in touch with yourself. I work the daytime shift, so you might not have seen me before.
Right. What time is the nighttime shift check-in? I'll just go back to my car and wait for the nighttime shift.
You would be waiting for 6 hours. I mean, you signed up, said you had some sister issues. I got experience with that.
No, that's okay. Can I get a drink menu or the appetizer happy hour menu?
I'm a waitress. I'm a dancer, and I'm here to help you explore your emotion. Just sit still so I can back up. Ooh.
No, you are doing a lot of bouncing. It's a lot of waves. I'm getting like my vertigo is kicking off. What's wrong with you? Why are you crying, boo? Because you supposed to be making me feel better. What are you crying for?
I'm tired. 12 o'clock. I'm about to walk 10,000 steps. Look at my Fitbit. I'm tired.
You need to come hang out with me and my sister. We are 65 and older. Okay, you probably need to come hang out with us. She's so hot. It's somebody that can come give this girl a break in just a 15 minutes.
My sister, I'm doing this for my sister. My sister actually works here, and I'm taking this shift over for her because she's supposed to be here.
Tag out to Sheikah. I don't want an exhausted dance though. Can I? You can just stop though. I can just vibe to the music by myself. You don't have to do this.
A few seconds. I'll be right there. I'm just so moist.
But you're getting it on me. I just listen. Do you need a drink? I don't want. Are you faint? Are you getting faint?
Tag out Ty. Tag out Ty.
I'm tired.
Here at the Pank, we have a few rules. Number one, you must be certified to heal. And you are not. Can you show me your license?
I have my driver's license.
That is not the license we need. We need a healer's license. It has a big H in the corner, and I don't think you have one, man.
That's fair. I have my HVAC license. I just got certified.
I mean, well, we can talk about the AC in the Pank, but that's not what we're here to talk
I feel
about
like
right
you
now.
could really benefit by getting some Freon. I feel there's a leak. It would just work out here. Okay, I have, let me see. I have my bus pass. I do not have.
Well, since we got you here, do you want to look at the HVAC?
Same.
For a discount, I'd rather do that.
All right, welcome everyone to African American Family Feud. African American Family Feud. Yes. To my right, I've got the Johnsons. Yes.
Hey, Johnsons, what's up?
Right, to my left, I got the Johnsons again, because that's like the most popular African American
Johnsons.
Two Johnsons. All right. Johnson's 1. We're going to call you Johnson's 1 to my right. All right. Tell me, what's the number 1 answer for a thing you use to wash your body? Go.
Oh, you got it, Lon. Go ahead, hit him up.
Washcloth.
That's it. That's the only thing they call it.
Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer. Good answer. That's the only answer. Shit.
Go to the board. Number one answer. Yeah. Nope. It's not there. It's not there.
It's not there at all.
Not there at all. Yeah.
It's our chance. It's our chance, Johnson, too.
Let's go to Johnson too.
We're the real number ones.
Okay. I got this, y'all.
Yeah, you got it.
The answer is face rag.
Face rag.
Good
Face
answer.
rag.
Good
Good
answer.
answer. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Ding. Number one answer. Face
You a
rag.
damn lie. What was the other answers in the category? Since you said washcloth's not there.
We would have taken body towel.
Would have taken that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Would have taken body towel. We also would have taken a sponge.
Ain't that some shit? Okay.
Mhm.
You can cuss on the show, right? You can cuss on the Black Family
If
Feud.
the African American Family Feud, you can do what you want.
All right, because this nigga, he bugging. All right, keep going, keep going.
Do you
keep going.
get
My
an
bad.
extra point if you add one more? Because I think damp paper towel might be.
That is up there. That was a special box.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Two more points for Johnson, too. Thank you. Johnson 1, you guys need to catch up. Catch up. Next topic. A seasoning for chicken. A season for chicken. A seasoning for chicken. Johnson 1.
I got this.
Go ahead, hit him up, hit him up.
Paprika.
Ah, okay, I like it.
Gotta get that color in. You gotta get the color.
And not on the board.
You a damn lie.
Not on the board.
You a damn lie.
Let's take it over to Johnson 2. All right. What's
we
on
got
your
this.
chicken?
We got
Let's
this, guys.
go.
We got this. We
Go.
got this.
All right.
Was that a Rob?
Lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper. Ding, it's up there. Lemon pepper is up there.
Yes.
That's so 90s. People don't eat lemon pepper anymore.
Did you guys have a problem with our answers? We
Yes.
Do not eat lemon. That's processed. That's processed. We've evolved from those 90s lemon pepper seasonings. We use natural seasonings, paprika peppers. Okay.
Sounds like some haters.
Sounds like
Hey, I got something you can hate, bro. I got something you can hate, bro. Know that.
Special
Is that
category? Just a special category?
Yes, go ahead.
Chicken juice?
Good answer. Good answer.
No, hell no.
The
That is
stuff
up
will
on
kill
that
you.
board. I'm
Chicken
kicking
literally.
all the Johnson 2's asses, and I'm kicking the ass of the host. So that better not be on that board.
That is not up
On
there.
everything, I'm going straight to the trunk. I'm opening it up. I'm pulling out the heat and I'm coming back and nobody will be left. Like, I'm not playing. That's how serious I'm taking this game. If chicken juice is up there, I promise.
Chicken juice is not up. Just hearing that out loud turns my stomach. Come on now. Chicken juice.
It could kill you. Go ahead.
It
Right.
makes
I
the
bet you
chicken
it's up there.
voice.
I bet you
Let
it's
that
up
be
there.
on that board.
I
Show
bet
me
you it's up
that.
there. Pull it
Show
out
me
there.
that. I'll burn
Pull
this
it
whole
out
thing
there.
down.
Don't talk about it if you're not going to use it. Don't talk about it if you're not going to
Burn
use
the
it.
studio
Don't talk
down.
about. I got the burn on me right now.
Period.
We're good. We're good.
Hey,
Bring
We're
it.
good.
that's all of everything. We're talking about chicken here. This is serious.
No, good.
Is
Good.
it on the board? Is it? We came for money. Is it on the board?
Exactly.
Before I give
Body
y'all,
ass in here.
before I give y'all the answer, Johnson's. It's some nice parting gifts. Okay, so
Damn
don't
that.
worry about it.
That we gotta
No.
pay
We here to
taxes
win.
on.
We here to win.
Damn that. Then
You know what?
I'm coming
You know
across
what?
to you first.
You will have to pay taxes on it.
Wait a minute. What kind of parting gifts?
Don't worry about that right now.
Oh,
Chicken
Chicken
juice
juice.
anyway. You know, come on.
Hey, you can't just put your
Hold
hand
on.
up.
Chicken
Like
gotta
juice is
let the
on the
whole
board.
talk.
Chicken juice
That's
is on the board.
no.
Yeah, go get the strap. I'm about to go get the strap.
right
Yeah.
now. Right now.
Bring it. I got Matrix moves.
Right. Congratulations, Johnson's too, and you guys better run because they really left like they're going to get weapons. So
Yeah, we better go.
All right, yeah,
I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering about the parting gifts.
they're going to be bulletproof vests right now that you're going to have to pay some taxes on. So you guys better run.
Oh, God.
And y'all know I'm going to call my scene.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our show. Come on back, everybody. Thank you all so much, improvisers. Thank you, internet. Thank you, healers. Thank you, mama, if you watching. Thank you, Lord, everybody. Thanks. This was a fun show, y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. If you like what you saw tonight, a lot of these beautiful Black faces will be on the internet again on Saturday for the Black Impact Volume 3 fundraiser. Check out the Maryland Improv Collective's website. There's the words. To see what's up, so you can donate to the fundraiser that's supporting some amazing organization. I perform with Cakewalk regularly every second and fourth Sunday on, that's not Sunday, on Thursday, second and fourth Thursday on highwireimprov.com. Anybody else got anything to plug really quickly?
I lost on the screen.
Listen, come back and see us. We have fun tonight.
Tastemakers with Tariq Davis.
Tastemakers with Tariq Davis on Saturday as well. We're
yes,
gonna be doing
from the
a lot
Amber
more.
Ruffin show. It's gonna be amazing.
Come see us.
Amazing.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. This was so good. Thank you.
So good. Have a good night, y'all.